All right, what's on the bench? We have a 709 static sensor by 3M. So this thing can monitor static charge. It's got this weird kind of sensor window, kind of a, what do they call those? They call them this certain type of patch antenna, like a patch antenna almost type of thing. It's just collecting charge. It's more of a kind of an open face capacitor. So you put it on the low range or you put it on the high range, and then you bring it to something that has static charge on it, and it'll tell you how much. All right. And it says you put it on the low, and then you test the battery, and it doesn't do anything. The battery needs to be 700 or greater. So, and the zero function doesn't work either. So it's busted. It probably got zapped. I don't know. It is interesting though. See, it's got this factory calibrated sticker on this side. You peel that off, and there's 3 potentiometers. And then you turn it to this side. It says factory calibrated. You peel that off, and it says, oh, there's one over there. So there's 4 tweaks on it. Factory calibrated, obviously. And it has a battery compartment for the 9-volt battery. Put a new one in. And I guess a serial number. Yeah. At it, so taking measurements. Can you read that? At a distance of about 10 inches, point the sensor towards the object or surface to be measured. If the sensor is over range, i.e. the display reads 1, switch to the high range and read 0. Move the sensor around observing the display without overranging the meter. Continue to move, blah, 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 blah. Static voltage is equal to the meter value multiplied by the number of inches away from the sensor. See here. So, yeah, anyway, this one's busted. Too bad. I got it for free. So, you can see that it kind of wants to go, but then you can't zero it. It won't zero, and the battery won't test. So let's open it up. All right, let's take out some screws. Wouldn't it be funny if this product was a big failure because it kept getting damaged by having static charges? Let's see here. There's a lot of these laying around, definitely. Raise your hand if you've used one. So the display on the front has a connector on it that goes onto another connector on the other board. And yeah, let's move the camera so I can show you the guts of it here. Let's disconnect the battery. All right, so obviously this is our capacitive sensor there. There's a resistor that attaches to it. And it's just a 47K resistor, so not even high ohmage. And then that goes onto a node on the board here that's floating. So these 2 transistors and this capacitor to ground and this can here are all floating. So this is a super high impedance node here. You can't have any leakage or this thing's not going to work. These guys here, see if I can bend one over a little bit. I can read it. Where's my magnifier? PN4117A? I don't know. I don't know what that is. I would have expected those to be back-to-back low leakage diodes to protect this thing, but I don't know. I'm just grasping at straws here. But I would be interested in looking this guy, because he's the magic. He's a CA 5420A. Yeah, let's look him up. Well, I don't know. It just looks like a kind of a good op amp, low input current. So that's what you would want, a very low input current. Let's see here. Pin compatible with a 741, so it's a very old design. 1 picoamp input current. So that's not great. I mean, you know, these days you get femtoamps and attoamp input op amps. So, you know, kind of showing its age. Probably why it needs so many adjustments to take care of inherent leakage of the parts that you're getting in the door. And then to calibrate it for so many coulombs per meter, I don't know what it's all doing here. You might think maybe the switch was busted because that switch wouldn't work either in 0 or in the battery. But I did test the switch and it operates just fine. Nice C&K switch. Probably an expensive unit. Interesting, it says Trek on it. And it's a 3M product, so I'm not sure why it says Trek on the PC board. But yeah, there you go. We've got the one fancy input op amp that doesn't seem to be all that fancy. And then what are these other guys here? Just a second. I don't know what that one is. We've got a TC7660. That's isn't that a DC to DC converter? I think so. And what's the other one? LM78L05. Okay, so there's a regulator. So that one's a regulator. That one's so it probably needs plus and minus voltages. So this probably is just takes the 5 volts and flips it upside down and gives you plus and minus 5 to run things. Not sure what that guy is there. Anyway, pretty boring stuff. I wish it worked. I don't know what would die on these things. And then the other part here, it just sandwiches together with some pins. And just for one more time, one more grins, let's put a battery in it and see if it fixed itself. Sometimes, you know, sometimes. Range, nope. Range, nope, nope, nope. Test. Range, and then 0 and battery, no. It just seems to be busted. I don't know. Too bad. Anyway, 709 static sensor must have been staticized.